Welcome to another episode of Smash Writing, and I'm your host today. I am Paul, and I'm talking about the smack that was heard around the world. And whoa, man, nobody's even talked first off, okay? Before we get into it, is anybody even talking about the winners? Like, I didn't even cover it because I was just like, nobody's talking about the winners. Instead, everybody is talking about the slap that was heard around the world. That's right. Will Smith, who did overall win the Best Actor award for his performance in King Richard. Prior to that, seconds prior to that, actually, I mean, barely minutes, Chris Rock starts cracking jokes. And he cracks a joke about Jada. And it's a joke that probably shouldn't have been said, and that's kind of where I'm at. Because she does have a hair loss disease, so she cut her hair, and she's basically like shorter than mine. And Chris Rock proceeds to tell a joke about how she is prepping for G.I. Jane 2, and he's looking forward to that. First off, that joke is like played out. I mean, this is not like 90, this is not 2007, this is not even 2017. This is, we're so far beyond that movie and that joke. It just didn't, was a stupid joke. It got a little chuckle, but I think it was like a pity chuckle. I mean, I don't think anybody was really laughing at it. Well, the cameras caught Will laughing, but then you seen Jada like just roll her eyes, which I kind of get because she has a hair loss problem. So at this point, had everything just left it alone there, we would all be like, boo Chris Rock. But we're not now, because as the joke moves forward and Chris Rock's now just bypassing the whole comment, Will walks on stage. Now, Chris Rock was even kind of shocked by seeing Will come up, and he's like, oh, here's Richard, hint at the character that Will played, and the audience is still laughing, and then Will just pulls back and swats him like a fly. Now, to Chris Rock's defense, he took that grown-ass man's slap like it was nothing. Wow. Now, the audience and the rest of the actors and everybody that was here thought this was a skit, a joke. Until Chris Rock's response was, I just got the slap shit out of me by Will Smith, or in that words. Now the audience is starting to get quiet. Then Will Smith proceeds to basically tell him he needs to keep his wife's name out your fucking mouth. Now it's dead silent. Completely silent. Everybody realizes that this was not part of the show. And Chris Rock, being a good host, or trying to be a good host, literally bypasses it after a few seconds, after he's like, it was a G.I. Jane joke. And, Will's like, keep your mouth out of my wife's name out your fucking mouth. And so Chris Rock just moves on, which, ironically enough, the next award was for Best Actor, which Will Smith won. Will Smith then gets up there and proceeds to talk, because during the commercial break, there was footage of Denzel Washington talking to him. Bradley Cooper. Everybody's trying to calm him down. This is insane, and rightfully so. Then Will Smith gets up there, and he, obviously this is a big award for him. Definitely, for the African American community and the Hollywood whiteout issues that they've been having. That has finally brought everybody's attention and so forth. So this is a really thing, and he was getting emotional. And he actually said something about what Denzel Washington told him during the break, like in your highest moment, and this and that. And this was probably an embarrassing moment for Will. And he did say that love will make you do crazy things, which we've all been there. We all know, but damn, Will Smith has made a career out of being like this good boy from West Philadelphia, born and raised, no pun intended. But he did honestly try to create this image, and literally he threw it. I don't know if you want to say threw it all away, but his hard work just kind of almost went down the drain by that. And I mean, he pulled back and he was like, "Wah-bam!" And Chris Rock was just, okay, I can't believe that just happened. Now, I would have been kicking Will's ass, but that's just me. So anyway, it's kind of those things like 2 wrongs don't make a right. And I get it. Will is defending his wife's honor. You don't want to talk about another man's wife. And then the thing that caught me the most was, honestly, Will Smith and Jada's marriage has been up and down the last few years, especially with one minute they're separated and she's having she's seeing somebody, sorry, I can't say an affair, and then last year she says she did have an affair with a man, to the point where she's like belittled Will Smith in interviews. This wife does not seem like the wife that I would want to lose my image to. My wife does so much for me, but she doesn't belittle me or anything in the public's eye. So yes, I would hit somebody for my wife if they're cracking a joke, but Jada isn't there. Now, don't get me wrong. Her issue with losing her hair, and cutting it's not a joke. That part's not a joke. And that, I think, like I said, that's where Chris Rock, had Will Smith just stayed put, people probably would have turned 100% on Chris Rock because of that joke. But I think the camera cuts away from Will and Jada after you see Jada's like eyes. She's like, ugh. Like she was having no part of it. Will's like, and then out of nowhere he gets up, and I think when the cameras went back to Chris, I think Jada was like, you got it. Tupac would have done this for me. And, the running joke really is like Jada and Tupac had a thing, and she got with Will like after the death of Tupac, and, was kind of wanting Will to be Tupac and just never develop and just never grew out of that. And that's why she cheats on him and basically all that. So, yeah. So, Jada is not probably worth somebody ruining your image for. That's my personal opinion. She might be a great person, but if you're like a husband of hers, I don't think you really want to be. But that slap, at the Oscars. Oh my God, at the Oscars. The 94th Oscars. Now, this is one of the the biggest award show for a actor, actress. You work your butt off to do what Will Smith just did and get that award. The Academy Award, the Oscar. You try your best to really work and get that. And not everybody that's labeled as a good actor or good actress gets those awards. No doubt. So, let alone a movie that was on a streaming service, which, streaming is the new it, so it's going to go away from that. But, to do that. And I'm sure he realizes, and it, the slap is going to probably overtake him actually winning the award, or they'll find it more ironic. But the envelope was in Chris Rock's hand. It was the winner was going to be Will. They just didn't do this for the performance. But oh my God, I tell you what, I will be watching the 95th Academy Awards next year, and they're going to have a hard time topping this, because this was crazy. And you got to try to top this next year. Get some more people that don't like each other. And that's the thing, like, I didn't know there, I'm sure, like I said, it's because of his wife, but I don't think there was any true hatred. Well, now there is. And honestly, the LAPD got involved, because I actually got involved too, and Chris Rock mostly, declined assault charges, and I don't say rightfully so, but I don't think an open hand smack should really warrant assault charge. That's just me. If he came up and just like punched him, sure, I would be like, dude, get his ass, press charges. The community is obviously split of who are. I think both people are wrong. I don't think that joke was probably a good idea. I don't blame Will for being upset, but you've got to control yourself. He could have definitely, with him winning that award, which I'm sure he probably didn't know. So when he got up there, he could have made light of like, I don't need, this is cruel, this and that, whatever. But he didn't. He chose to go the violence way. And everybody's reaction is different. I think two wrongs don't make it right, and that's kind of where I'm at, honestly. Wrong joke and wrong response. I know I put a poll up on Twitter, and it is aiming at Will Smith was in the wrong. Some of the people there supported Will, others are supported Rock, so it's actually tearing Hollywood aside, because it is such a risky situation. The Academy Awards tweeted out that they don't appreciate the violence, and they're against it. They condemn that, and rightfully so. Will Smith, during his acceptance speech, added that he's sorry and he hopes the Academy Award has him back. We'll see how this all plays out. Like, obviously, when the laughs and everything goes away, and like, this was a serious situation. A guy did basically get up on stage. And that's another thing. The security. Where was the security at? Like, I get it. There's actors and actresses, and you don't expect that, but you gotta have security there, because they have to, one, know what's going to come up the show, and two, they see a random person, not a random person, but when they see another person getting on stage that shouldn't be there, they should have fled up there and left them alone. Literally, I didn't see, in all the videos that we're watching, nobody has seen a security guard. Like, Will Smith literally got up, walked, not run, like, he didn't come up like, and run away. He got up, walked, planted his feet, and swung back and slapped the crap out of Chris Rock. Like I says, to Chris Rock's defense, he no-sold that. That was like awesome. But good times at the Oscars. Next year better be fun, because I'm going to be interested in it, and I'm going to be mad if nobody else gets slapped next year. But until next time, bye-bye.